Good evening, my friend. Happy Valentine's Day. I am live from the beautiful Sky Princess, appropriately enough, the World Fresh Marketplace. Yes, I'm coming to you live from the buffet on the Sky Princess. Thank you very much for joining me. If you're watching live, sit back, relax, definitely grab a snack because there's going to be food involved, and tag and invite a friend to watch along with us. If you're watching on the replay, please don't forget to join us every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, not necessarily from here, but right here on the WW Radio page, or more importantly, in the WW Radio Clubhouse on Facebook. Back-to-back weeks. I am not coming to you live from the studio. I am not coming to you from a Disney park. I'm not even coming to you from a Disney ship. Instead, I'm coming to you. I'm a stranger in a strange land, to say the least. I have never been on a princess cruise before, other than religiously watching The Love Boat as a kid. Cruise director Julie, I may or may not have had a crush on. I probably still have a crush on cruise director Julie. Gopher, Isaac. If you've ever watched The Love Boat, give me a show of hands. Let me know if I'm not the only person who's watched The Love Boat. So yes, I was invited by Princess Cruise Lines to come and explore and enjoy and learn all about the Sky Princess and Princess Cruise Line. This really is where I've spent a majority of my time, a good amount of my time. 97.3% of my time has been spent here, up in the buffet zone, as I like to call it. This is one of many, many dining locations. We'll obviously get to that along the way, but I'm not alone. I mean, I came here alone, but who should I find on board but a familiar face? A dare I say, a friend, I guess. More importantly, don't go wow. You don't have your mic on, I can't even hear you. A longtime partner of WW Radio. Here, put this on, do something with this. Turn this on for you. You know her, you love her, you book with her. She is, of course, Becky, what's your last name again? Mahankin from MEI Travel. I have to say MEI Travel and Mouse Man Travel. It's the same thing. Shush. It's the same thing with different names. It's as if, whatever. Doesn't matter. Wait, let me put this down so I stop flouncing around over here. I'm flouncing a lot. And let's just sort of get this set up. How appropriate, Becky Mencken. Not that we're on a Princess Cruise Line ship, but more importantly, that we're coming to you live from the buffet. Let me make sure
See, that was the thing.
I have to. You know what? I forgot to share this into.
You totally had to start.
Can somebody do me a favor and share this into the Clubhouse, because I did not log in on my other device as yet.
You were so fish out of water.
I got
you
all
have
kind of
no idea what you're doing.
I don't know what time it is. I don't know what day it is. But here we are. So if somebody could do me a favor, share this into the Clubhouse. Share this onto your own personal profile, your favorite group, the Twitter, the Friendsters, the Twitters, the
How
X.
old are you? The X. The X. That's not really appropriate for Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Well, actually, it is sort of appropriate for the Valentine.
Okay.
For the Valentine's Day. How old are we?
The X. Okay.
Go on the Facebook and tell your friends to go and tune in. Where do I find you? On the internet. So yes, if somebody can do me a favor and share this from the page share it in the Rich Watts. You were a good man, Charlie Brown. Rich Watts is a good man doing great things, by the way. I've known Rich for a long, long time. And Rich, we have a meeting/meal coming up as well. Jim O, Caleb, thank you guys very much for sharing as well. So sorry we're a couple minutes late. It's 8:30 here. It's 7:30 there. You should have seen me running around at 8:29 here, thinking that I was late, and then I was like, oh, we have an extra hour because so. Somebody says my WhatsApp number. Is that somebody real saying what? Oh no, that's probably somebody. Who's ever WhatsApp. I think that's somebody I'm going to.
If you would make me an admin, I could do that.
Yeah. Top 10 things never going to happen. Becky getting any sort of administrative privileges. It's just better off.
I have your credit card, and I haven't done damage on that, so.
Because I do enough damage on my own. So, let me turn this back so I can see that. Let me see. Lindsay Dollinger, it's nice to see you. Another person doing great things love Lindsay Dollinger and Courtney Dollinger. The Dollinger sisters together on their own, they're wonderful, but together it's just it's a whole different thing. So Beatrice Dennis is here. You know who loves cruising? Beatrice Dennis. So yes, this is my very first time on Princess Cruise Lines. As I was saying earlier, I was invited by Princess to check out the Sky Princess, learn a little bit more about Princess Cruise Line. We are on a 7-night voyage we've been to Puerto Rico. I made mofongo, by the way.
I don't even know what that is.
You had it with me in Puerto Rico.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
I wasn't. Oh, way back when. The first time we visited Puerto Rico. Is that what
I've
you're saying?
been to Puerto Rico so many times, I just can't keep track. Yes, Becky. One of your 712 times to Puerto Rico, when you actually got off the ship, you had mofongo. But I made yuca mofongo as opposed to plantain mofongo. None of those words mean anything to you, do they?
I'm really impressed.
Becky is literally. How do you still have Ask Jeeves on your phone? She's asking Jeeves what mofongo is. Joey knows what mofongo is so good, but we actually muddled. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. We've been to Puerto Rico today. We were at Grand Turk, and tomorrow we are going to Angel Key. What's it called? Angel Beach.
That's exactly
Angel
it.
Key.
Dominican
We're going
Republic.
right. We're going somewhere else tomorrow. But I'm going to save. We'll talk a little bit about the ship tonight, but I have a grand plan to sort of talk about.
I've been making lots of notes for that grand plan.
I have lots of notes. I have lots of notes. Lindsay's dad, who I have to imagine is awesome because he gave us Lindsay and Courtney Dollinger, also loves mofongo. I want you to know mofongo is to love mofongo. Deb's brother lived in Grand Turk. I didn't get off the ship today. I did not get a chance to get off the ship today. From a distance, Grand Turk looked very beautiful. The water was beautiful. I just had a lot to do, and I just didn't get a chance to get off the ship. This really is more of a working trip than it is a. Plus, I'm not good at relaxing. Do me a favor, when we're done here tonight, if you could go either on Instagram or the Facebook, go to my personal profile because I shared something very personal. What are you doing? A little vulnerable. And I wanted to see if I'm not the only crazy person in the whole wide world.
It was you and your little snuggie.
It was not a snuggie. It was a robe, and I was wildly uncomfortable. But it shows the trust that we share because I'm willing to not only, first of all, I'm willing to show you what I look like in a robe, which is not a pretty sight.
I have no idea what's going on. All I know is that I found you after your little extravaganza in the spa.
I don't know if extravaganza is what I would call it.
And
it was
you
about
spoke?
7 minutes.
You spoke for about 15 minutes just on how uncomfortable you were with
It has nothing to do with the spa. The spa is beautiful. The spa here is beautiful. They have a
not a sweets
private
guy,
area.
not a spa guy.
The sweets guy thing is the jury's still out on that one, but I just am not. I can't get comfortable, and I have a very tough time relaxing. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. It does. Like I would, in theory, they have those beautiful tile chairs. They have like not one, not two, but 3 different like saunas. Right? They've got like a Roman style sauna. They've got a dry sauna. They've got all kinds of like rainforest action going on there. I can't. My body, flames from the side of my face. My brain does not let me relax, and I don't. So I need your help to find out how to relax. Please keep it relatively clean. So here we are.
Here we are.
We just came off the Royal ship a few days ago, so it's actually great because we have immediate frames of reference to compare and contrast because the last 17 cruises that we've done together as groups have all been on Disney Cruise Line. So we have notes, we have thoughts. There's aspects of every ship and every line that are similar, that are different, that are intriguing. What did somebody say? Somebody said, wait, I think it was your favorite word. Michael Berganati says alcohol. So
drink packages.
It's known as the Becky method.
Something that you don't find on Disney Cruise Line is the drink packages.
Becky wrote
Becky,
you might not know this. I'm gonna share a little bit about you that you might not know this. Becky actually wrote a book years ago. You did. Becky wrote in sort of her. It's a guide. It's like a field guide to relaxation, to it just has one word. It just says alcohol. That's it. It's just the only.
You're totally confusing me with somebody else. Just
Suzanne says the food has looked fantastic. Suzanne, spoiler alert. I've loved the food here, like a lot. Like the food is so good. How good is it? The food is so good. Becky has eaten at the buffet more than once.
yeah. The food here is really good. Princess is known for having superior food, so
There's actual video of
and
Becky
the only way
holding
that
her
I can
own
find
plate.
him is when he's in the buffet. So I know that he was at
At
the
least you
buffet.
know. No, I watched the Super Bowl the other day on deck, and I had my own little buffet. It
But
was
that's
very
what's
nice.
cool here. That's one of the things that Princess stands apart is this cool little thing called a medallion. And I think every single ship should have a medallion. And you can get accessories to have it as a necklace or a lanyard or on your wrist. And one of the best parts about it is that you can order food or drinks from wherever you are, and they bring it to you because they know where you are.
Wherever you are.
Wherever you
could
are.
be on deck, which I
We
did
could do it
during
right
this.
here. What? You want sushi right now? Are you
I want
thinking
you to
about
picture
ordering
this.
sushi?
I want you to picture this.
Now?
I find the perfect spot on deck in front of their version of Funnel Vision, right? The big screen. I'm
Moving
in the
into the
shade.
stars.
Right. I'm in the shade. I have a nice table. Behind me, I've got the Salty Dog Cafe, a little grab and go. They have burgers, the tacos. Chef's kiss on the tacos. Great Wi-Fi, right? Unlimited package, doing the whole thing. I'm not worried about megabytes and terabytes and petabytes. Doing my work in the shade with food. It's dinner time. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Make that noise again? Is that what it does?
Not one, not two. Okay, well, there was two. I ordered sushi delivered right to the pool. I felt like Becky. I was like, this is what every day in Becky's life is like. She just hits a button and people bring her food. Like, I'm starting to see it. I'm starting to understand.
Now you understand why I enjoy things like
concierge lounge and people waiting on me hand and foot. I get it.
Again,
It was very.
We all have our own priorities in life, and that just happens
And
to
as
be
part
mine.
of so what the way Princess does is there's packages, right? You don't sort of, it's not a lot of a la carte. It's just where you pick your package, and with the package, it's all included. You want a drink? I got this. You want a little sushi? It's on me. The buffet is so good.
Buffet.
It's a buffet. It's very fancy. It's a very fancy.
Are you bougie now?
I'm
Is
not-
this like,
I'm
are
not-
you now bougie?
So, but that's the thing, and again, I want to get sort of ahead of it,
Yeah.
because we're here. One of the things that I like about this is that there are included dining options, there's casual dining options, but if you want to like class it up a little bit, you want to bouge it up, they've got those options too. Like, there's fine dining here. I ate at the Catch by Rudy the other night. If you saw my dancing little langoustine. I know. I should not be allowed in adult
That
restaurants.
was really... It was funny, granted, but I feel kind of guilty for laughing at it. At the
Right.
same
You're
time.
supposed to laugh at it. Life is too short not to be laughing at
7-year-old Lou Mangello ate at a seafood restaurant.
Well, because the presentation was beautiful, but he was like just hanging there.
You just
And
wanted him to dance.
He was like, so I couldn't decide between Rock Lobster and Dancing
my.
with Myself, so I posted them both. Check my highlights on my stories on Instagram. It's all there for your viewing pleasure, and it's free. It's included. With
Congratulations.
like a lot of things here, it's included. The pizza on deck was great.
I dare I say it's probably some of the best pizza at sea. I do like the pizza.
Yeah, and then, look, there's things we're finding that sort of each of the lines, and I think the ships is important too. It's not just the lines.
Absolutely.
It's not sort of a blanket description of the line, but the lines in some of the ships, there are certain things that they excel in, and there's certain areas that they could use a little improvement on. Some ships are newer than others. Some ships are a little bit, need a little TLC.
And that's one of the reasons why having a good travel professional to help you.
If only there was somebody,
know.
anybody,
So
like what I'm
that-
looking for, Mackie, what I really need is this. Somebody who is knowledgeable, who's experienced, not one, but really all of the cruise
How about
lines.
185? Go ahead.
I want to do the Becky. Why did I not bring the puppet with me? Why did I not bring the Becky puppet with me?
Because
just
you
let me
don't
just
want
do this.
to die.
Here.
Oh my God.
Oh, Becky. As I pull your hair, just being like a
Oh,
ventriloquist.
now I have to like
what did you
fix
put
my
in your
hair
hair?
again.
What is it?
Oh, wait
like-
a minute. Let's
Don't
talk
touch me.
about.
Do not touch my
Want
hair.
to talk about hair?
You will lose a finger. This takes minutes to put together.
Anyway, because well, to your point,
Deborah says,
that's
I love the
correct.
pizza, the 4 cheese pizza. I had the meat something pizza. I think that's what it's called, the meat something. It was delicious up on deck.
But to your point, because it's not just the cruise line, it's the cruise ship.
Right.
Because there are ships in any cruise line that I wouldn't put some clients on because it's not up to par.
Yeah.
And they haven't actually, put as much time, effort, and energy and money into it to bring it up to the current standards. So that's why having a good travel professional to keep you away from what might not be the best choice for your vacation.
Yeah, because I think, pretend Becky's not here. Just go move away from it. She's right. I don't say she's right. Because going online and looking at, for example, if you're trying to book a cruise, and look, it's an investment, well, no matter what line you're on, right? By the time at the end of the day, by the time you sort of add on things or whatever's included, it's a significant investment. And going on a cruise website or even review websites does not necessarily do it justice. Having somebody who understands not just the ships who've been there, who gets feedback from clients, but understands the industry, understands the in and out. Because I think the important thing is there is a cruise line and a ship for everybody.
Absolutely.
The ship you choose should be determined on the type of vacation that you want to have. There are vacations that I think Disney Cruise Line is perfect, it's ideal. There are other types of events that maybe it's not, right? Same thing for Princess, same thing for Royal, I'm sure Celebrity and Carnival and all the other cruise lines. It's what you're looking for, that needs to be determined, and it's overwhelming. So having somebody, hypothetically, like a Becky Menken, and MEI Travel, Florida Vacation Planning Needs, Fee-Free Travel Service, blah, blah, blah.
Thank you.
Right. But having somebody like that in your corner to help you sort of understand the options and because it also can be confusing because there's a lot to it.
Well, this is a great example because obviously I'm sure somewhere down the line we will talk much more about the details of this. But
No, not really. This is it.
oh, are we done? Okay, just checking.
The buffet is still open. I have to go.
If you need to go, obviously,
Listen.
It's calling your name.
Thank you. Wow. I just threw up a little bit in my mouth. Sorry.
The whole buffet is standing there waiting for you. It's important. Like Princess, this is a great example. It's beautiful. It's really well appointed. It's got great food, but it's more of a traditional cruise experience, which isn't going to fit for everybody. It's not going to be the ideal experience overall for a particular client,
Right.
or particular guest.
Right, and I think, and again, when we talk about this sort of at length, I think there are different ships depending on what you want to get out of it, where you want to go,
Yeah.
right? One of the things Princess does very, very well is itineraries. The person said there's like 330 different ports that Princess Cruise Line goes to, which is far more than some of the other cruise lines do. But there's also things that you might trade-off is not the word, but there's certain things that you look for in one cruise line that might be missing things from another, so that's where you have to sort of weigh. So for example, part of the reason why we were on Royal last week is because I've already talked about this, so it's no big secret. I'm going to do a business event. Part of one of my Momentum events is going to be at sea. Disney Cruise Line is not the right ship for it.
Right.
For a variety of reasons. They don't have meeting space. The entry point, the price point is a little different. And it's hard to tell your family, listen, I'm going on a work cruise. By the way, it's on Disney because they're going to want to go with you. You're going to want to do things on Disney Cruise Line. It's a little bit more, in a wonderful way, there's a lot more distraction to it. So it's just not appropriate for the type of event that I want to do. We're still determining exactly we've determined today there's a lot more research that needs to be done.
Of course. I think I know, though. But
I think I know too, and I haven't even seen it yet.
yeah.
So I'm just going to announce it right now. No, no, I'm only kidding.
Go ahead and announce the ship. We just have to find the date because I
Right.
think the ship. I think
I have to
think
see
we know
it,
we have to do.
but I got to see it first. You know, because look, even this ship, the more time I've spent on her, the more I understand.
Correct.
And it's. I know we sort of joke around about taking research trips, but you do. Like, I mean this. Like, we're here because it's the only way either of us can speak about it intelligently is by experiencing it, not by repeating what maybe we read somewhere else in second or third hand. The hearsay rule is in effect. So you could tell me all day long how, good Princess might be or how good. I need to see it with my own eyes. I need to spend a week here because the way I feel today is slightly different than the way I feel when I walked on board.
Right.
And that's not good or bad. So somebody just said the iconic momentum. I am neither confirming nor denying what line and or what ship.
See, and that's
might be
one
on.
ship that I got to do that you weren't part of in this whole crazy back-to-back-to-back cruising thing that we've been doing. But the Icon, she's a beauty. She's an absolute
I
beauty.
want to start singing the song by, it's not the Bugles? No. The Buggles. The Buggles. No. It's not.
What are you talking
Styx. Who sings Styx?
She's a beauty.
It's not Styx.
No.
Right. It's Robert, Bob,
Well,
Joe.
no, please. No, I know who you're talking
I
about.
can see it. It's the Ruggles. It's the Banana Splits. It's the banana. It's She's a Beauty by the Banana Splits. It's not the Banana Splits. Who sings She's a Beauty? Tell me who sings She's a Beauty. I'll give you $50 off my Momentum Retreat.
The Tubes.
I knew it began with a T or a B, something like that. Doesn't matter.
The Google's work. Google
This
is your friend.
Google is your. Joey says it's the Tubes. Joey, you're right. Actually, you know what? It's Valentine's Day. If anybody wants to come to my Momentum Retreat, I think there's four spots left. If you email me tonight, you have to email me tonight, lou@wradio.com, I will give you a coupon for an additional $50 off the already $200 off super duper early, extra early bird special price. There you go.
That's a long
I know.
offer name. It's hard to put that
Because
in
the
a
$200 is
tweet.
going to go away, and then you're not going to be able to save that much. It's going to be less than that. So it's super duper, extra special, early bird, discount extravaganza is, I think, the official title. That's not true.
What?
Never mind. You're not even paying attention.
I'm not. You messed up my hair earlier, so I'm trying to get it back to.
Let me see. I think I saw somebody ask where we sailed out of. We actually left out of Port Everglades, which used to sound like it was far away from Orlando. However, now I say, I like sailing out of Port Everglades. You want to know why? Ask me why. Ask me
Why?
Why? I'm happy that you asked. Because I have fallen in love. I have 3 words for you.
3.
The Brightline. I've fallen in love with Brightline. Shut up. I love Brightline. It's like if getting there is literally half the fun.
It's fun.
It's like 83% of the fun on Brightline. I love it.
I do
The
too.
experience is, dare I say, it's flawless. It's flawless. You can get to MCO. You can get to the airport, to Terminal C, which is beautiful. Brightline is its own little separate area. You can park. Security, which is just dropping off your bag and walking. There's nobody there. Takes 5 minutes, if that. There's a little lounge. You hang out. Choo-choo train shows up. Boop. You get on board. Choo-choo. And you have this lovely trip down. I love riding by train.
I do too.
This is not sponsored by Brightline. Of course, if Brightline wants to sponsor this, feel free because I love Brightline.
And we can book Brightline, by the way. I just want to make
No.
sure that you know that.
Really?
Yes.
Fascinating.
I know, it's great. But 3 hours. You don't have to worry about driving in that traffic.
There's
which is
Wi-Fi.
crazy.
You get work done.
Snacks.
You can snack a lot. In Becky's case, you can drink a lot. You can take a little snooze if you want to take a little snooze.
Work.
I love it. And then getting from Brightline to your hotel or the port is 5 minutes. It's.
Quick lift.
I want Brightline just to go everywhere.
Why
I would
doesn't
sell
it?
my car.
That's the thing. I would love Brightline all the way across
You
the
ready?
country.
I want you to
Wait.
picture this.
Okay, picturing.
Picture this off in the distance. Ready?
Yes.
Brightline to Port Canaveral.
That would be so amazing.
Could you imagine? And when we go on our WW cruise on the Disney Magic, Halloween on the High Seas this October, it leaves at Fort Lauderdale. Port of Fort Lauderdale. I speak
Sure,
talk. I
know
talk
where you're
lot.
going.
Anybody who wants to, we're going to take the Bright Line down together.
We're back together.
And well, hopefully we're going to come back together. My goal, Becky, is to bring everybody back with us that goes on the cruise. So yes, back and forth. Did you ever see?
Maybe not the fourth part, but the back.
Did you ever see Trading Places?
He doesn't. He's
You're
not
see-
remembering or
you're
thinking about something else we got going.
You ever see
Anyway.
Trading Places when they're partying on the train? Whatever. It's not going to be quite like that, but it's going to be a party on a train. You never saw Trading Places, did you?
No.
Are you kidding me?
Hi. Have you met me?
I can forgive a lot. I can even forget a little.
I watched Black Hole.
Your words. You've never seen Trading Places?
I haven't seen the whole thing. I mean, I've seen clips.
It's a travesty.
I'll be over here.
It's a travesty. I will. What do I need to do to get you into? Oh my God, Trading Places is so good. Thank you.
Not get caught on this part.
So, Married to a Disney Addict just said we watched Trading Places last week. Such a classic. Sending the grills back to see, they get it. The look in response to never seeing Trading Places. The numbers are dropping dramatically. Wait,
What?
Sue Passauer, one of, not just an amazing person, one of your travel advisors says, okay, not seeing Trading Places is worse than not watching Marvel movies.
Oh, it's only because she hasn't watched Marvel movies.
Yes,
so
she has. She's seen one.
Barely. I was gonna say.
She's seen one.
Gonna
And yes,
offer yourself
Suzanne,
up for that, Sue, huh?
it is absolutely a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie.
Yeah. Good God. You are literally gonna force me to eat a second dinner because I'm so verklempt. I'll be the usual amount that Becky knows. Brian Dennis, yeah, I know she's not gonna watch it. Wait, you know what I should do?
What? Are we gonna have like?
I should give you like 10 movies that you need to watch, and I'll give you like a month to watch them, and then we're gonna do a live quiz, and for every question you get wrong,
Wow.
like it's gonna cost you something. Like you gotta have some skin in the game.
That sounds really fair to me. Unless, what do I
Right.
win?
For every question you get right, I have to do or
Oh.
we'll figure this out.
Be
And we'll make
careful.
it fair. We'll make it fair.
Wow.
Fair-ish. It's my game. I make the rules. Yeah, but you have to. Okay. Anyways, speaking of movies. Speaking of
More
movies.
movies now.
No, because it's relative to where we are.
Okay.
We're talking about sort of different cruise lines have different. The entertainment selection in your room in terms of movies here is amazeballs. It is the selection of movies and the quality of the interface is awesome. In the last couple of nights, I've watched Rise of the Planet of the Apes, X-Men First Class. I started watching Deadpool. I watched something else. Remember the Titans? Because football. Football's
I saw. Wait a minute. I do remember they did have because it was Super Bowl when we were on board, so they did have a whole category that was about.
if she
football.
gets more right than wrong, the grease tape goes public. Oh my God!
Who is that?
Stan's solo. He's banned.
Stan?
I'm banning
Mm,
Stan.
That's.
I didn't
chef's
say it's
kiss.
gonna
That's
happen.
beautiful. That's a great idea. I think that's a really great idea.
But yeah, the so like
Subject change. Knows that.
no. Well, we're still talking about movies.
Okay.
Matthew wants to know. I need to know what's a chicken.
Oh,
So Matthew,
Okay.
let's talk about it.
Because
talk
remember,
about it.
remember, different ships do different things better than others.
I just cut off the Allure of the Seas. Right? Is that where I was?
Yes.
Yes.
Where you were.
We're on the Sky Princess now. For you, not for my own personal benefit, but to compare apples to apples, tenders to tenders, I have ordered late night chicken tenders on both ships. I had chicken tenders delivered to my stateroom last night, along with some other accoutrements. There is a clear, without question, winner in the room service chicken tender race. It's not, Becky, it's not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will not argue with that.
Stay tuned to our full discussion to find out. It's hard to mess up chicken tenders, but I see it can be done.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard to mess up lasagna.
No, it's easy to mess up lasagna.
I-
Lasagna is an art and a science.
Yeah.
It's why I never try my hand at it. I just eat it. I don't cook it. I just eat it. Because lasagna is a process. Lasagna is like a 2-day thing.
I can make lasagna.
Uh,
Wow. Jeez. I used to make homemade lasagna with homemade noodles. It was great.
the fact that you called them noodles,
That's what I
the,
call them.
the defense rests.
Wow.
I take the ragu, I pour it on the noodles. That's every word that you do. My poor dead mother is literally rolling over in her thing. The breakfast you had looked so good. So, again, thanks to Princess Cruise Line, they have. I want to make sure I get it right. It's breakfasts on the balcony. I might be getting it wrong, but they do like a dining on the balcony thing. They do breakfast and they do a 4 or 5 course dinner that they gifted to me as part of this for Valentine's Day. They showed up. There was not 1, not 2, there was 5 plates of breakfast goodies. There was like a little like breakfast frittata. There was well done bacon. There was I think there was this thing called fruit on there as well. There were like muffins and pastries, bagels with lox and a schmear, capers, onions, tomatoes, the whole 9 yards, champagne, coffee, orange juice. It was lovely. That's why I had a little meat party. I almost started saying I'm having a meat party. I did. I had a meat party, a party by myself for Valentine's Day.
Which
And
sounded.
it's $35, I think, for breakfast, and I think $50 for a 4 or 5 course meal for. But how nice is that? You and maybe your little lady friend or your little gentleman caller want to have a little a balcony buffet. It was
It's a
lovely.
great idea. It's a really nice idea that they do those little special touches like that.
It was lovely.
Jennifer asked a question about Holland America line, how it compares to Princess because they have the same parent company. Carnival Corporation owns Carnival, Princess, and Holland America. So there are 3 different levels, and Carnival's your starter level basically for cruise lines. Princess is your next step up. Holland America has another step higher. They do tend to focus on itineraries as well, but Princess probably does the best when it comes to itineraries, especially in Asia and South America. Down to South America, they do a bunch of great one-of-a-kind type itineraries where, like, Disney and Royal will start at one port and do the same Eastern, Western, Southern, Eastern, Western. These guys really do come up with some unique ports, and they do have, like Holland America, has smaller ships so they can go into ports that the larger ships just can't, which is kind of cool. But Holland America caters to a different type of guest as well over Princess, and much like Carnival, caters to someone totally different. So it is a great experience. They've got some of the best white glove service on board Holland America, but it's not for everybody.
Right. And we'll talk about that too, because I think different ships, and it's a very, very broad, it's an unfair stroke of the brush. But I think different cruises, different length of cruises, different destinations traditionally may attract a different demographic than others, right? So for example, we are on a 7-night sailing out of Lauderdale.
Yeah.
This time of year, it's Gen X plus, right? It's Gen X, what's before Gen X? Boomers?
Yeah.
Gen X and Boomers. So, you know, this particular cruise skews a little bit older.
Wow.
What? I didn't do it. I had an itch.
Wow.
Like, it skews a lot older.
It's boomers. It's definitely boomers on this one.
What do they call people that were born in the 30s like you? What do they
was
call
not
you?
Born in the 30s.
I'm sorry, in the 1890s. Like,
Wow. You think I'm a vampire or something? Washington. Anyway.
What does that have to do with it? Wait a minute. Wait.
It's
Stop the boat.
Twilight?
Stop the boat.
Twilight was in Washington.
Wait,
Do you
so
remember
you think
Twilight the
so
movie?
you think no, I didn't.
You never
Because
saw Twilight the movie? Now
Listen-
I know what I'm going to make him watch.
listen, Trading Places, don't you dare compare Twilight
You're
with
gonna
any of the movies
you're
you've
gonna
never
have to
seen
learn
before.
Everything about Jacob and everything about
No,
Edward
I
is going to
don't.
be fantastic.
I really don't because
taste.
I have taste.
This is good though. Jacob, look at Jacob.
Wait, no, just wait a second. Vampires did not start with Twilight. Have you never heard of like Pennsylvania? I mean Transylvania?
Of course. But
Like
Twilight
blah
was
blah
really-
blah. Like that's what vampires are.
What was that?
Nosferatu? Like it's my Nosferatu impression.
I have no idea what that was. And it's funny.
Have you ever seen Nosferatu?
What is that?
Good God. Becky, I'm literally not sure we could be friends anymore.
Is that a Godzilla thing?
Oh my God. Can I?
I love it when I do that to him. It's absolutely hilarious. Anyway, look at Jacob.
By the way, did you see the Godzilla X Kong trailer? No,
just-
who's Godzilla?
It just landed, didn't it? Just dropped. Deadpool trailer.
Whatever.
Deadpool trailer. We haven't actually talked about the Deadpool trailer.
Wait.
Once.
Vampires burst into flames in the sunlight, not shimmer like a Maybelline commercial. By the way, Matthew, you need to contact me because you got to do that thing. Okay.
Okay. Jacob said
Bella Lugosi.
Look at
Do
this.
do a Bella Lugosi impression. Just do blah blah blah.
I can't top what you just did to poor Bella Lugosi.
Top 10 vampire impressions. There's Nosferatu. There's blah blah blah. There's the count. 1, 2, 3. 3 buffet.
I'm really trying
3
to turn it
trips
back
to
to
the buffet.
Disney. I really
Sorry.
am.
No, you're not.
Well, this part is a nod, but Jacob asks, "Have you had the Love Boat dream yet for dessert?" As a former crew member, I had that every evening for 6 months.
The Love Boat Dream.
Yeah, I haven't even heard of that. So
We also
Jacob,
haven't been to any of the main dining room restaurants yet either.
That's you and the buffet. He has fallen in love with the buffet, and he won't leave.
Tomorrow, let's do MDR.
Okay. Oh no, we have that other thing tomorrow.
Let's do that for second dinner.
Oh, okay.
Becky, how am I supposed to accurately review this if I don't eat everywhere?
This is true.
Would it be inappropriate if I make my little shrimp dance again at the fancy dinner tomorrow? I don't know. I don't have fancy pants. I don't bring my fancy pants. Jacob says go to the main dining room. Somebody said, how are the lounges? So we went to Princess Live. So there's a lot of nice lounges here. Princess Live, where it's sort of their version of like D Lounge. We played superhero trivia.
He didn't win.
Who the heck asks a question about the stupid Green Arrow? And Grandpa Moses over there was the one who, literally one guy got the Green Arrow question right. But I literally thought, based on the demographic, I was reading the room, I'm like, okay, we're going to get like Tom Mix questions and Flash Gordon and maybe like the Lone Rake. That was a super, but they were not. Whatever. It was not overly challenging.
The different lounges have their own themes, and I like the one that's like right.
I want to
off
hit the
back
jazz
of
one
ship.
tonight.
Yeah.
I want to hit the jazz lounge tonight. Princess Live sounds so. It does sound so Disney.
It is.
It does sound sort of Disney.
It
It
feels that way too.
feels like a Disney.
Yeah.
That feels like a Disney-ish space because it's. And what I like too is the lounges feel they're open, right? So you can sort of go in and out easily, but it doesn't feel like you're in the middle of the action. It does like it was not cacophonous in there because all of them they don't open up on two sides. We're using the Wish as an example. They don't open up on two sides, and it's a little louder. So it feels close and intimate, but it's easier to sort of bounce in and out. And there's ones that are more casual and ones that are a little bit more elegant. Brian Jones, if you would have told me that I meant Oliver Queen, I would have gotten that question right. Because that was the question, was what was his real name? And I just said Tom. For some reason, they did not think that Tom meant Oliver Queen.
You didn't even get a half a point for that. I don't know why.
I got Alfred's last name right. I got Albert Pennyworth, right?
But you just not enough to beat the guy.
Whatever. I didn't need another bottle of champagne that I wasn't going to drink anyway.
Like, don't you have like 4?
I have 4 bottles of champagne in my room. If only there's somebody. Anybody want to? All right, never mind.
I have a bottle that I'm trying to get away. So
I'm not going to invite strange people to my room to drink champagne because that's just bizarre.
good idea.
There was something else I wanted to say that talked about the medallions. There was something else I wanted to specifically bring up tonight, and have I mentioned the buffet yet? Is there pickleball on the ship? There is, Jennifer. And they actually had pickleball lessons early one morning that I thought about doing, and then I remembered that pickleball is a sport, and by definition, I am not good at those, and I did not want to embarrass myself. So I stayed in my room and did my stuff instead. So, but there was people playing pickleball. There's a little miniature golf thingy somewhere, which I have not been to yet. Have you? Have you seen that?
Haven't
So
spent a
far.
lot of time
In the sun?
sun.
Because you're a vampire. Blah, blah, blah. 1, 2, 3. Sorry.
sparkly vampire from Washington State.
I don't know any of those references at all.
You will after you watch all of the Twilight films.
There's no way. Zero. There's zero chance. So Jennifer, there is a huge... I can actually take you up there and show you. The buffet has an amazing array of food. Let's go back to the buffet, because it's my favorite. The buffet, so there are so many stations, and every night is different. The first night they had an omurice and ramen bar. Italian night, English night. Tonight's like there's this Asian fusion thing. There was Thai food, there was Chinese food, there was Japanese food.
Seafood.
Seafood. I don't like seafood.
You
like
couldn't
seafood.
help yourself, could you?
I couldn't.
Couldn't help yourself.
Sorry, it's a. I don't like seafood. Mike likes it too. I'm not athletic. Suzanne, I'm not. This is not a bodybuild for. This is the extent of my athletics. I do laps around the buffet.
I do like that they do have the what's the world marketplace for the buffet, but they also have the bistro,
Yeah.
which is connected to it. So there's other choices.
There's some healthier options there as well. Well, I'll take you up. I'll give you a quick little, we'll do a little drive-by. And what I've found is, as I start my buffet journey, because it's a journey, because both sides are different, right? It's not like, on Disney Cruise Line, each side
It's the same.
is the same. It's all different. So you have to sort of be strategic. What was my complaint earlier today?
His complaint were that the plates weren't large enough.
I think the
wants a
trays.
tray.
I want a tray that is actually a plate. So I could you imagine? I'm gonna start bringing my own plate. I'm gonna bring my own tray to the buffet, and then I could just sort of because
Sorry,
there's
sir,
so much
that's
stuff.
unsanitary.
I'll get disposable because there's so much to choose from, and I feel bad going up 6 times. No, I don't.
Oh no, it's actually entertaining to see what you come back
Let's
with.
do a quick drive-by. Stay in. I'm going to do a
All
quick
right.
drive-by. You can follow along at home.
I'm
Wait,
definitely-
I have to because I have to show you. It's one thing to talk about it. Let's go. Let's take you on a quick voyage through the. Now some stuff might be taken. Yeah, some stuff's taken down already because there was a pasta station here earlier, but this goes all the way around. There's a center island. Both sides are completely different. So let's check this out. Let's check out what we got here. Thai chicken with lemongrass, a New York bagel dog, corn, mini sausages. There's like a kid section, which is right. Normally what I do is as I walk by, I grab a couple of chicken nuggets to graze with. So I'll sort of like have chicken nuggets while I'm going through. Cookies. There's Indian food, vegetarian. By the way, the Indian food was amazing. A little bit of chutney, stir-fry noodles with beef, stir-fried vegetables, Sri Lankan chicken curry, sweet and sour pork, stir-fried rice. Wait, it gets better. Here, this is a fisherman buffet. It's all cooked to order. So there's seafood and cream sauce. There's grilled calamari. There's a number of different options that they'll make to order. Again, because it's late, some of the stations have been taken down already. It looks like they were making they're making crepes here, English pudding, apricot flambe. Some stuff's been taken down, but wait, we're not done. Mussels, shrimp, meats and cheeses, little decorative cakes, breads. Wait, this side, completely different. Roasted garlic cream soup, Nordic seafood bisque, a custom made to order pasta station. So there's a seafood pasta you can get, cannelloni, baked lasagna, bolognese. They also have vegan. So these are all vegan. They have vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-free options as well. Seafood paella, beef short ribs, oyster Rockefeller, escargot bourguignon, pan-seared pork medallions, gochujang honey shrimp. These are amazing. I want to just take the whole tray. Shrimp scallops and red snapper brochettes, turkey scallopini, almond breaded crusted perch, lamb chops, fish mahi mahi, crab cakes. It goes on. Freshly sliced meats, potatoes, salmon, steamed carrots, roast chicken, steamed rice, garbanzo. So there's vegan and vegetarian options, tons of fresh vegetables. It goes on and on and on. Fried rice, potatoes gratin. This is all vegetarian and vegan over here. And this whole entire center section has, you can make your own salad. And a ton of different desserts. Again, they haven't it's sort of late, so there's not as much. How am I hungry again? I mean, I am really, really, really impressed about not just the quantity of food, but more importantly, the quality of food. So Colton, this is the World Market. This is the buffet that's open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is where Becky and I had dinner tonight. Becky, I was so tempted. If I was an octopus, I would have grabbed more food.
I'm sure they would understand if you go grab more food.
I just wanted to grab a couple more nuggies. I want to take the nuggies from here and bring them back to my room for later.
They looked good. The kids area of the buffet really looks great.
So, yeah, like huge thumbs up for the buffet.
Hey.
I forgot about the gestures. Oh, it's Happy Valentine's Day, by the way.
Aww. Which apparently your phone is saying, having none of that? There you go.
I'm trying to go back. Seafood is my main goal. Tons of seafood. Let me see. 24-hour coffee. Oh,
Yeah.
the 24-hour International Cafe.
That's my favorite place, I think.
I dig that like something fierce. Because it's not just like some like 2 or 3 options. There's 3 cases of like sandwiches, chicken pot pies, like desserts, baked goods, coffees.
Cheeseburger pot pies and quiche, and it was really good too. That's what I had to have for breakfast this morning. And you can get a latte, or you can get any type of coffee or tea, and then they have those big celebration cakes too. So if you feel you need a full sheet cake for your room, you can get it.
Last night I grabbed coffee and cookies and a little pound cake, but I want to go back and eat some more. I had a pre-dinner. I had an egg salad sandwich.
Did you?
Yeah.
So you had a pre-dinner,
I had a
dinner, and then you want a second dinner.
Yes.
That's how you roll. Okay.
No, it's not dinner. It's more like pre-breakfast snack. I'm just acclimated. I probably won't. Actually, tonight I probably won't.
Oh yeah, the vanilla lattes. That's been my go-to. And in the mornings, instead
That
of
coconut thingamajiggy that I had.
yeah,
The frozen coconut mocha frappa latte chino.
exactly. That's
Whatever that
exactly
was.
what it's called. But I love the way in the morning I could just order a latte and an egg McMuffin and have them delivered wherever I was. So I took my laptop and I went downstairs and I just camped in a spot, and then instead of having to worry about getting up and going somewhere, you just use your little medallion thingy, order what you want, and have it delivered, which is
You know what else
really
is super
slick.
cool? And today I spent a lot of time in my room. I didn't come out of my room until 2 o'clock today. Because they know where you are and when you are, like not in a creepy way. You're not being disturbed. Nobody knocked on my door this morning because they know if you're in your room, and then when you leave, you come back an hour later, your room's like magically.
Because they know you're out of the room.
Because they know you're out of the room.
It's
And I was
really
like,
slick.
It's super slick.
That's
The other morning I got off the ship at 8. I just did a quick walk around Princess Key. Came back by 9 o'clock. My room was all done. Thank you.
Amber has a valid point.
About second dinner?
No, you say you can't relax in the spa, but it's just because you feel like you're missing food.
Yes, also true. Wait, you know what I will say? I did find that I was relaxed last week on Royal when I was playing poker.
Oh, yes. Okay. The zen look on his face that
I was
comes
very
over.
relaxed.
He actually, normally he's like in your face and he's sitting in front and he's like doing this and he's like talking like crazy and
Wait,
he's talking about vampires and
That's
then
your impression of me?
Yes. So,
I'm in your face
I
doing
mean,
this?
you're always sitting forward and leaning in, which is a good thing, right? When you're talking
trying to
somebody.
get close to you.
But for
I want you to
poker,
know.
he's like back like this and he's got his arms crossed.
Well, you
he's
gotta
just
put
like
on, you gotta put on the face. You gotta,
breathing, and then he looks at his cards. He puts his cards down.
poker face.
And he
You gotta-
throws some chips in.
So I played here one night, the first night, but they have a digital table, which I don't like as much as. It's not the same. I like the tactile feel of the cards. And Amy, I used to be a roulette person,
love roulette.
but I like a little bit. I like less of a passive experience. So I like blackjack because there's decisions to be made, and there's strategy involved, and poker is not just about the strategy of the cards; it's the strategy of the people around you. So Amanda Bonner has no. Oh, good, Amanda, you can play with me and Becky for cash.
What are we playing?
Poker.
Oh, poker. Yeah, that'd be great. I just. Wait a minute. In Wyoming, who ended up having to
Becky, I had to let you win because I just couldn't. I could not deal with.
Oh, you were so mad at me. You were so mad at me.
So Colton says. Colton, they do have a spa. It's not my area of expertise. I'm wildly uncomfortable in the spa as I was today. The spa is beautiful. It's just not.
You're just not a spa guy.
I have clearly I have issues. I have some sort of mental issues about relaxing, and I don't know what it is. I need help. I need help, and by help I mean food, because that's where I'm most comfortable. You can't relax because it's missing your food.
Did you see the Deadpool trailer?
Yeah, I did.
And
What does that have to do with what we're talking about now?
what? The spa and you can't relax. So I'm just
Okay, so I'll give you my thoughts about Deadpool trailer.
turning it to Disney for the moment because
Right. So, a very quick and very dirty thoughts on trailer. Two main points I'll say. I think it's fascinating, based on, and this is a broad stroke of the brush, but based on the past few years of Phase 4 of Disney Plus, a lot of swings and misses, both at the box office and with fans. It's interesting that for a lot of people, the future of Marvel is riding on Deadpool 3.
yeah.
Now, I love me some Deadpool. I love Wolverine. right? He's a great character. How could you not love Ryan Reynolds?
He's my hero.
I also love Marina Baccarin, but that's for completely different reasons. However, Deadpool's an example of what I've been talking about in terms of where we are, meaning that Amanda hasn't watched Deadpool. What are you?
Wait, what?
Amanda, I have a breakfast meeting with Amanda next week. We were going to remedy. We're watching Deadpool at breakfast, just so you know.
How?
I don't know. Who is she?
How?
Right. Amanda, I actually am going to. I will not go to breakfast. I will not have a breakfast meeting with you
Unless you
if you
watch
do
it.
not watch Deadpool. That's how important this is. Anyway, I have to say this. My concern about things like the TVA, about multiverses, about variants, is that there are no longer consequences. You can now do, write, say, kill anything that you want because it's a variant, it's a multiverse, it's a TVA, and it's exactly what's happening at Deadpool 3. Now, granted, it's allowing us to bring back Wolverine, spoiler alert, and bring these characters together. I think if you look at the trailer very closely, it certainly on its face appears as though Deadpool is now going to be inserted metaphorically into the background of scenes that we have seen already. Age of Ultron, I'm looking at you, because that's clearly what's happening in that Winter Forest scene, is that's where he is. Which is fine, but when consequences are taken away and a dead character is not a dead character, I don't want to call it cheating a little bit, but it's a little bit of cheating.
I'm going to be thoroughly entertained, and I'm going to love every single minute.
I did not say I wouldn't, but we'll see. I hope that Deadpool is able to deliver, because if it's not, I think there's a lot to be a lot of sad Marvel fans, because it's not, somebody explained to me this. Deb has never seen a Marvel movie, by the way. Can you order every Marvel movie on Amazon and send them to Deb?
Pretty much, yeah.
And a DVD player. I lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was talking about.
Deadpool. You need some more buffet, clearly.
It's been 45 minutes since I've last eaten.
However,
I don't know. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Sony, because it's Marvel related, how do you make cinematic history with Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse? We have not had a game-changing movie in terms of, just from an artistic perspective, that Into the Spider-Verse brought us. How do you do that and then continually make things like Morbius and Madam Web? There's folks who I know and like a lot, whose opinion I respect a lot, who, and I'm paraphrasing, said Madam Web may be the worst superhero movie ever made. Ever. And I've seen Red Sonja. Like, you want to put bamboo shoots under your fingernails, go watch Red Sonja.
How do you really feel?
So, I want to be excited again about going to the movies, and Deadpool is that light at the end of the tunnel for me.
Yeah, I'm hoping it brings back the magic that we were talking about this earlier. Remember how with WandaVision, where we would see an episode and texting each other, really, what did you just see and what does that mean? What do you think that means? And all the conversations that were happening between the episodes. I loved that feeling.
But that's why they released it episodically with the week gap in between, and you release Echo all at once, because people aren't going to feel the same way about Echo as they did about WandaVision.
Yeah, I want another WandaVision.
I want to watch WandaVision again.
I'm hoping that. Oh my God. Yeah.
What?
Agatha. I had to think her name. Sorry. Oh, wait a minute. You don't be laughing at me right now.
I can laugh at you all I want.
I'm hoping the Agatha series comes back up into that realm, because that would be fun. And then I get my Mephisto payoff, and then I can say, see, I told you.
If they don't pay off Mephisto,
That's
because every week I was like, "This is it. This is."
Yeah, I was right there with you.
Matthew, we were just talking about I think the very interesting Fantastic Four casting. I love the '60s vibe, right? And I love what I think. This is going to be eventually setting up, but there were some interesting casting choices. I don't see some of those characters in those roles, and maybe they're trying to break the mold of what we've seen in the past, because this may come as a shock to you if you've never seen the Fantastic Four movies. They're not awesome.
No, they're really not. They're okay. Again, entertaining and okay, but they weren't that.
Chris
Have to own
Evans. Chris Evans was a perfect Human Torch.
Well, he's just a perfect human.
Just-
Let's
If you
just-
keep talking like that, I'm going to lose my appetite, and that's not going to make for a happy Lou.
yeah, Deadpool is definitely not for kids. Just to point that out and to clarify, yes, that's definitely not for kids.
Now, that's another movie I just watched the other night. As I was working on my laptop in bed, I had the Wolverine, when he goes to Japan. Have you ever seen that one?
No,
Of course. Why do I bother asking?
why was Wolverine in Japan?
Can you just whatever?
I'll look it up later.
This is why I travel alone.
Google is my friend.
This is
Really?
Chris Evans, Chris Pine, Chris Pratt. Pick anyone you want. Sue Passower loves the Chris's. Have you seen Logan?
Yes, I did see Logan.
What happened at the end of Logan?
He died.
Wait, you don't just say it out loud.
Well, you asked. You asked. But you already gave that away earlier anyway, because you said, time, we have to bring him back, so...
If you
Your
are
fault.
one level frequent lub, wait, what? If
Lub.
you are one level frequent lub on one line, does it transfer to another within the company Carnival Princess? How? Oh, if you're club level on
Yeah.
one ship in a that, I think I knows. What
Yes, I do not believe so. I think that they run their own, much like Royal and Celebrity have their own, but they're looking to actually join those, which is great. I may be wrong. I'll look that up for you. Oh,
So wait, the
Tide
tide
is High.
the tide is high
Yeah.
is by Blondie. Sing it. Don't sing it. Don't sing it. It's not like a bait and switch. Yeah, Deadpool's clearly not for the kiddies. Says someone who made the mistake of watching it with his son.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Well done.
he was fine. He was fine. It didn't scar him for life. Any other questions specifically about Princess or Sky Princess to make sure that we do cover, see, or get answers to before we depart on Saturday?
Saturday. Yeah,
We're
it does. My apologies. It does appear that the only cruises taken on Princess count towards Princess, etc. So it looks like
Right,
it's right.
it's a cruise line based, not a corporate entity based, which makes sense.
Especially because they're three completely different clients too, or guests.
Well, you know, one thing that's nice too. Somebody was talking about music. There's live music here everywhere. Everywhere as you go, up on deck, they have a steel drum player. Inside some of the different lounges, in the atrium, there's been a ton of live music. People dancing, like it's Dance Party USA in there. I mean,
It's the
a little-
waltz.
It's like Florence Welk Dance Party
Yes.
USA, but it's Dance Party USA. And I like that. I love seeing.
It's
You know,
traditional.
yeah.
Again, that goes back to the traditional piece of.
I like that you're using the word traditional.
I am, because it really is. All the way from the big, huge champagne tower. That's very traditional cruising from a couple of decades ago, but it's traditional. How are you gonna say it?
I was gonna start singing tradition, but I won't.
Well, please do. This All hands in the air. Let's see you do
No,
it.
you don't want to. You don't want to hear me.
Probably right.
But it's nice, and I like the fact that there's a ton of different venues in here. Christine, not that kind of dance party. It is not. It's a very different. There was a lot of spinning and waltzing,
There's waltzing.
and it's a lot less lambada and a lot more.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to think of something older than the waltz.
It's
But they were jamming up on deck today when I was walking around. They were busting out some.
they have some like late 70s, 80s tunes, which are kind of the elevator music throughout the ship when you walk around. So, which is kind of cool.
music. A lot of
Yeah.
there's some music. So there was no bubbles. That would have been nice.
But that's about what we're talking about.
Yeah. So
George
for example,
Bell.
Amy, like
Yeah.
there's no. I mean, if there have been, I haven't seen. Like there's no club like Evolution and stuff like that. There's no like dance club, not like that level of dance. These folks here are not doing that because they would need more defibrillators if that was if it was that kind of
Wow.
dance party.
You just went there.
There are not a lot of children on this cruise at all.
No,
there are.
31 kids between the ages of 3 and 12, and the last cruise there were 12.
Right, and that 31 is 31 more than Becky would like, but here we are.
Voyages, here I come.
How many times since we've been cruising go? You have to take this. You have to go on this. I have to take you on this cruise. You need to see this
See
ship.
it again because you like food. See, what I'm trying to do is because I know what he likes, and there are different cruise lines that provide the things you like. And so
Yes, Aaron King. They have chicken nuggets. Maybe I should go show her some of the chicken nuggets. They're right there. They're literally right there.
It's the kids buffet.
It is the kids
The
buffet.
chicken nuggets are
Chicken nuggets are what I eat as I'm walking through the buffet. I'm not kidding.
Wow. He's literally going to get the chicken nuggets. Right. He's a giver, therefore he's screaming, I'm a giver, as he's running over there. Just, you can probably hear him because he still has his mic on. So, such a giver. Is he's going to eat chicken nuggets in front of you. Stan, you said, which you've done, has one thing you said, I can't believe this is on a ship. Honestly, that's when Royal Caribbean brought skating rinks, ice skating rinks on board the ships. They do ice capades type shows on the ships, and then they do have free skate times on the ones that had the ice skating rink. So that was the one that was just like, what? They have an ice skating rink on board a ship? And with the Icon of the Seas, which just came out, they've improved it for anybody who's been on the Oasis class. It's now a round ice skating area so that they can do many more doubles, triples, etc. They've got a lot more room to move, which is pretty cool. Karen, the Wi-Fi and the magic, you mean the Disney magic? Some of the Disney ships can be a little trying if you're trying to upload pictures and so forth. It's okay. It's not great. I have been on a lot of ships that have great Wi-Fi where I'm able to record a show with him with video and have no dropouts and no problems. We have had some Wi-Fi issues on this ship. It has kind of gone up and down, but it's not bad. Oh, the crew, and by the way, the crew on board the ship, they're friendly and they're very helpful, and I've really enjoyed. Wow.
The chicken nuggies were gone.
Did you eat all the chicken nuggets?
No.
Did you, like, just pop the 5 in your mouth and chew them up? And
No,
then come
I was
running
sad
over
that there was none
What
there.
do you have? You just potatoes.
And with gravy.
He has wedged potatoes and
They had the gravy right there.
okay.
It's the basis. It's the foundation of disco fries, also known as poutine, up in Canada.
You like your poutine with no cheese or what else is supposed to be on that besides gravy?
Salt.
Okay.
Just
I'm going
call
with-
my cardiologist.
Apparently I'm going with Jeremiah somewhere. He's gonna.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Jeremiah just said.
Why are you
"Go
texting? Look, give them your full
Sorry,
attention.
just
This,
like-
this is why I don't leave you alone.
Wow. We were just talking about ice skating rinks because, and I'll ask you. Well, you haven't seen enough to know yet. Stan asked, of all of the cruise lines, what did you think when you got on board the ship and saw it? This is on a ship?
On this ship?
On any ship. So, like, for me, it was the ice skating rinks. When ice skating rinks got on board a ship, it was like, wow.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. That's amazing to have ice skating on board a ship. Or the fact that when these work, you can just walk down the hall towards your stateroom, and when it works, the door automatically opens
So
for you.
I've had a really good experience with this. I have not had
Mine's been
any
awesome.
issue with this. And I'm sure for you, heads are going to roll. But for me, I've had, like, so for example, when you walk to your room, there's a little screen there, and there's an LED ring around your handle. The screen welcomes you back to your room, and you see the handle turn green, so you're not fumbling around for your card or your thing or swiping whatever.
Especially when you're carrying like a plate of chicken nuggets and you need to like
Right.
get in and you've got water and chicken
And
nuggets.
I can speak
and
from
you have to-
experience. It's very nice to have that.
Yeah. Well, these are like magic bands on steroids.
They were actually designed by the person who helped to create the Magic Band,
Right.
and you know, the Magic Band never. This is a separate conversation. The Magic Band never lived up to its full potential. Hear me out. Don't get upset by what I'm about to say, but I think due in part because of you. Not you specifically, but you metaphorically. Because when it was announced all the things that Magic Band was going to do, that this does, which allows them to know where you are, allows you to track other people, allows them to... People lost their marbles. There were concerns about privacy issues, which are completely understandable. And so, speaking of privacy issues, my privacy's just been invaded.
They just like walked up.
They just...
Right when you're trying to eat too. I mean, wow.
You're usually your security detail puts that. Why were you not tased as you approached her?
She likes us better.
Wow. Also true. I'm just gonna eat. I don't know why you guys gave me your plate of French fries, but
I know that's the last one. They put them away now.
really,
He wants the chicken nuggets. He went for the chicken.
They have them on the
That's
kids menu on the delivery to your spot.
Should
I
we try it?
I got them
Oh, but let's try it here and
Nah,
see why.
because I had the chicken tenders.
But you don't know if it's the same. It could be different.
I can't go through that again. I can't take that kind of heartbreak and disappointment. It's like high school all over again.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Also, not the dude. It wasn't even peanut butter. It was not even like a schmear. It was like half a schmear.
So clearly there are some issues with some deliveries.
I need to get some
but-
other stuff tonight, so I can. Because one thing I'll say, there's a lot on the
Yes.
room service menu, including if you want to order from some of the higher end restaurants, it comes at a charge. But you want to have a little fancy pants dinner in your room, you could do that too.
I believe you can get filet mignon delivered to your room.
Right.
Yes.
For like, what, $19?
Bro, sushi.
I know. Well, you
You
already,
saw-
they're out of sushi. They told me there's a little man around here too.
He just called me a little
Oh
man.
my gosh, be nice. Stop.
No, he's fine.
It's so
Keep
funny
going.
that the people that I call my friends are like the meanest people in the whole wide
You
world to
notice he
me.
keeps saying that these people I call my friends, so it doesn't matter if I say
Friends in air quotes.
Aaron, there are different types of chicken. Chicken nuggets, chicken tenders, chicken wings. They all come from different types of chickens, as we established
Boneless chicken
last week. Right, they come from boneless chickens.
the easiest one to catch, but it's the most expensive to order.
Yeah, the chicken nuggies here are fantastic. It's what I sample as I'm surveying the buffet.
Yeah.
The chicken.
You got to finish the sentence because Michael just said something that you need to address.
What did I say? Well, why don't you just tell me what it
Well,
says?
since Disney knows exactly where you are, that's
Oh,
what this,
right.
yes.
Sorry.
We have to
Before I
make
so
a point,
rudely
and
interrupt.
then what?
We were talking about the Magic Bands and how Magic Bands did not sort of live up to the full potential, which is what. Excuse me. This is an elevated Magic Band, and I said respectfully and somewhat metaphorically that it's your fault because of the outrage.
their fault.
Not your fault. Well, it might have been Scott's fault. Why don't you come on this side?
Yeah, 'cause
People
they
see who we're
they don't
talking
even know
to.
who you are. Just talking to random people.
These are my former friends, Scott and Michelle Atwood. This one's Scott. That one's Michelle. They're from Main Street Mouse. They are from Main Street Mouse. Also, by the way, ICYMI, in case you missed it. They are also the founders of the House of Mouse Expo, which is coming to Kissimmee, Florida on March 1st through the 2nd and 3rd. Second and 3rd. This is your what, third year?
Third
This
year.
is year three.
Year three.
Year three. So we're pretty excited about that. Actually, it's gonna be a great year. We got a great cast. Of,
Got a great sponsor.
a bunch of people. MEI Mouse Fan Travel is our sponsor to bring this all to you guys.
Oh, sorry. I keep
you
forgetting
do?
about
That's why she likes us better.
What did you, I missed it. What did
nothing.
You
I didn't do anything.
And actually, I may have just signed somebody else for who's coming into town. Just happened to be there and wants to come to the show.
Really?
Yeah, we got a text like a half hour ago.
Yeah, he goes, "I'm gonna be in town. Can I just come and hang out?"
Sure, why not?
Ryan Reynolds? Are you kidding me? I don't
Yeah,
want
you-
to.
Nothing else to
ruined
do.
the surprise.
Sorry.
You ruined the surprise.
I told him only a few Jackman comes.
It's not Ryan Reynolds. It's Debbie Reynolds. It's a very different.
That would be.
Wow.
She's kind of dead.
Why don't you bring Carrie Fisher through there, mister?
Sorry.
Well
Way to
done.
bring down the room.
Well done.
George Burns is going to be there. You know,
That would be
George,
kinda cool,
you know who
actually.
George Burns is? Of course you do.
Actually,
About the
Charlie
same age.
Slater, who was in the movie with him, and was it?
Oh, God.
Didn't want to come.
Oh God.
Oh God, book 2?
Oh God, that's a long time ago.
Yes.
Look, we're showing that we belong with all the rest of the older people in this book based on the movie references that we're making. Do you know that she's never seen Trading Places? How are you letting her at your event?
He never saw Twilight.
Dude,
I haven't either. I can't say
I
anything about that.
haven't seen Twilight.
Oh, none of my friends are here.
But Trading Places is a. I must say. Is it on the
Busy
TV?
in the 80s.
Is it in the? You
In
know,
the
can we
90s,
stream
busy.
it?
I don't think I've seen it either.
Trading Places.
Good, thank you.
Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy, Jamie Lee Curtis,
No, I haven't. I haven't seen it either. Sorry.
Ralph
All
Bellamy.
right, so you haven't made your point still.
I think unfortunately, because of we as Disney fans have a platform on social and should be very vocal about things that we like as well as things we don't. When Magic Band was announced and what Next Gen was going to be, there was a huge outcry in terms of privacy concerns, and it unfortunately it hindered the advancement of the technology of what Magic Band could do to alleviate those potential privacy concerns that some people had. Here, I want you to know where I am. I'm super happy you know where I am because you know not to come into my stateroom. You brought me sushi to the deck as I was watching the Super Bowl. Like,
Yes.
It was
so-
easy though. It was a table filled with stacks of sushi already.
Well,
Just kept
that's
getting
right.
more and more filled. Pretty
It was
easy
a
to
sushi
find it.
table.
what has your experience been with the medallion?
I loved it actually. Now it's to the point where if we go to the bar or anything like that, they know who we are. We don't have to give them our state.
Well, that's because you go to the bar a lot.
I go to
That's
a
nothing
lot.
To,
I
that's
do.
nothing
I
to do with
do.
the medallion.
It seems like it's working better today than it has. Like we had a couple days where we weren't getting, like we couldn't get into the room. We weren't getting our photos.
But they're fixing it as it goes.
They said they're trying to fix. They said there was a glitch with the app. Now I don't know if that's the case or what. So I don't
The
know.
app's not perfect.
No, it's
the
not.
app.
But none of
I think
them
the
are.
app is great. I really like the app, but
just
there's
needs
certain
some refining.
It's an iterative process for all the apps. You know what I mean? Look at the DCL app. Look at the Walt Disney World app. Like there are you know we it's easy for us to sort of complain about it because we're not the ones programming it and
Right.
you know troubleshooting
Supporting
it.
it.
Right. There's a lot to it. But I love the fact that I was up on deck. I ordered food because you can go into the app. You can order food and say deliver to where I am or deliver to my stateroom.
Right, and it pinpoints where you're at.
By the time I got to my stateroom, my tea and crumpets were there waiting for me.
Tea and
That's awesome.
coffee.
Well, they weren't crumpets. They were 45 cookies, but we'll call them crumpets.
And there was no extra charge for that.
There was no extra time. That was nice.
But that's what's amazing. I mean, I really do like the app. I think it still has kinks they need to work out with it, but I think it's just going to get better from here. But I think what they're doing is phenomenal. I think it's going to be a game changer in the industry. It really is, and I think everybody's going to have to fall in line to do something similar to that.
I think
It would
that's
be
right.
nice if everybody kind of did that sort of thing because it does, when it was working, it does make it a lot easier because if your hands are full or whatever and you go up to your door, it automatically opens for you. Well, I mean, you got to push
It
the
unlocks.
handle. It
Yeah.
unlocks for you. I mean,
So no swiping a key card, no.
Yeah.
no holding your Magic Band against the screen. It just unlocks the door, you open it, and you go right in.
Another location you just tap and it's a quick tap. But like, if you go up to a bar and order a drink, like we saw it at the restaurant the other day when we went for tea. There was afternoon tea, and we saw on the iPad in the front it recognized us in our group and indicated who was there. So they are able to look at it, know you, get your drink, and they don't have to worry about touching or tapping anything because they've got your order, they see your face, and they know exactly who it belongs to.
And I think it works similar with the photos on the ship too. That they take your photos, you don't scan anything, but your photos appear on your profile eventually, where you can download them to your device or get them printed or anything like that. So I think there's a lot of great things with this app. I wish we had some of that at Disney. I think it would make it a lot easier because I could see where eventually it gets to the technology they want. We won't have to push it against a bar. We won't have to have it scanned. It's just going to pick up in the thing. They'll have a screen pop up with our picture on it, just confirm who we are, and then they just do it.
And maybe there's a way that you can opt out of the
that would
location-based
be nice
stuff,
if they
right?
would
I mean,
allow
if
us
you're
to do
really,
that.
but I mean, there's no. Again, it's a very subjective thing. It's a very personal. I have no issue with it. Like,
Neither do
I want you to know where I am. I want to know where my kids are, my wife is, or God forbid something happens. You're allowed. So if you're friends with somebody, I can share my location. You can literally see where I am. What I like too, you walk through the ship where you go on the app and there's screens everywhere. If you say, I want to go to the jazz club, you hit the button and it shows you where you are and exactly how to get there. Like, that's super cool.
A lot of other cruise lines have that too, that ability on their screens. But
But you can do it on your phone, right? So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter where you, like your phone knows where you are.
And the hit or miss there is that, what's really neat is I'm trying to find one of you guys, and if we're friends and you're sharing locations with each other, you can just hit a thing and I'll show you
not
where
sharing
you
my
are,
location
which
with
is
you.
great.
You know exactly, I'm right here.
Wow.
This is where
He's in
I know.
line.
Yeah.
He's in the room
But-
next to me.
But
I won't tell you what happens in that
you
room.
have that technology. See, I'm trying to cover for you here. You have that technology, but you can't chat with your friends.
Right.
So I mean, there's some great hits, and there's some wonderful things that you can do with the Medallion and the app and everything else. But there's just some extra
not perfect.
steps it needs to take to
And
be.
it's never going to be perfect.
Right.
I mean, there's always going to be people who, I wish it did this. And if there's a need, maybe they'll put it
Beam
in.
me to the bar. Go.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
yeah.
Well, it does that. It does that.
Beams you to the bar. You'd be beam me to the buffet.
But
Where
Becky
are the
actually has,
chicken nuggies?
but Becky has like they literally bring Becky to the buffet. They pick her up like in the Egyptian like thing. And
No.
take her.
No. That's you. The buffet. Remember what we're talking about?
Every time I've seen you, you've been in here. All week.
Except the Super Bowl.
Except the Super Bowl, you're on the deck with
With
piles of
sushi.
With
sushi.
sushi being
I
No.
ran out of sushi on
That's
Super Bowl
not true.
Sunday.
I had tacos too.
And pizza. I was with you when we got
At,
pizza.
at your Super Bowl table, you had tacos too? Or no? is
And he
that-
went back to the room and ordered peanut butter and jelly and tea.
That's right, you did. You said you were going back to order peanut butter and jelly.
This is why I do the show by myself because I don't have to deal with any of this nonsense. There's nobody to call me out. I can call myself out.
I'm just over here.
But if I wouldn't have ordered it, you would not have known.
Very true.
So you need a user experience.
So like, I wonder if I go in tonight, could I say like, listen, man, can you hook me up with a little bit more peanut butter and a little bit more jelly,
They might be able to.
Make that sandwich how you want it.
right?
Just bring me the container of peanut butter and the jelly and 2 pieces
Oh,
of
no,
bread.
you guys had the little breakfast buffet on the
Yes.
veranda today. How nice was that?
It was very nice, actually. They came in there and they brought a lot more food than I ever imagined.
Yeah, we almost didn't have enough.
We didn't have enough room, but they brought a champagne, orange juice, coffee. Then there was bacon. There was Lorraine, quiche Lorraine. Then we had the salmon platter with all the
We
fixings
put
in
salmon under the wall.
there.
To live.
They,
Do that.
they literally, I looked down and there's just, I felt like I was in prison again. They were like literally like pushing the plate.
It's like prison.
Again. Did you catch
Plus we had
the
the
again
fruit
part?
tray. I mean, it was an amazing
Champagne, orange juice, coffee.
It was fantastic, actually. It was for Valentine's Day. It was the perfect thing. It was just a great way to start the day out, and then it's little things like that. It's just I think they're standing above and beyond.
Yeah, and everybody's been very nice here too.
The crew is
The
Cruise
really
and service
nice.
is really great. Yeah.
When-
This is great.
The ones that came in our room this morning to deliver the breakfast were so nice. I mean, so very nice. And I like that.
And I like our room steward. He's been really great with anything we need.
Service matters.
Yes.
Service matters. 1,000%. That could make or service
Yeah.
can compensate for so many things.
Yes.
Like maybe the food isn't the best, but the service can sort of.
Right, even it out.
Yeah.
I like this question, and I'm gonna say something very controversial, and you're probably gonna disagree with me, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The question is, how is the pizza? And for me, I love the pizza, and it's better than Disney.
Yes. I agree.
I think
Wait, let me think.
pizza here. They have
Imagining-
two versions. They have the pizzeria that's upstairs on the pool deck, like all the others.
Did you eat downstairs? Did you eat?
I haven't gone out.
I didn't.
And then they have a pizzeria downstairs where you can order.
Is it
pizza.
open right now?
Yes. It was when I walked past it. But I
Don't
think
They
force
can do
them.
calzones. They can do pizza pies. There's a lot of choices there where you actually go in and it's a sit-down meal where they're not bringing it to you.
Yes.
Just the way I like it. I
We
like my
haven't
food
been to that
brought
one
to
We
me.
haven't been to it, but
Anyway.
the dough is good. The
Yeah.
sauce, I think, is good. Flavor. It's
Much better than you would think it would be.
Yeah.
Even the walk up, it's
The
always
walk-up-
hot. It's
The pizza we had on deck was really nice the other night.
It was.
And a big slice too.
They're big
Oh,
slices.
Stan,
They come
yeah.
right out of the
This
oven.
is guests on board. There's only a few influencers on board.
Do not call me that.
Well, I hate
He
that.
just asked. He said, "Is it cruise only influencers or they're paying guests?" There are paying guests. There's only
4 of us.
There's
5 of
Six
us.
couple. Well, no.
5.
5.
Four
I don't-
couples in the.
No, 3 couples in there, isn't it?
No,
no, 4.
touring-
I forgot.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's only a handful of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's 3,600 people on board this.
Yeah.
They said the ship was full.
Yeah.
The ship is full and doesn't feel full. Like I never felt like I never felt like it was crowded anywhere
No.
that we've
That's what
been.
they told us. Then.
So there's a difference between being full and being at capacity.
Okay.
So full is when every single stateroom, or pretty much every single stateroom, has occupants. At capacity is when you have all the heads and all the beds that are possible.
Okay.
So if you have a quad or a triple, that would be 3 or 4 people.
Instead
Would
of
be
having
4
two.
people in there. Correct.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
So let's get back to the pizza for a second.
The pizza's better than Disney.
They had deep fried pizza on the buffet the other day.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get to try it, but it looked amazing.
Because it sounds a little sacrilegious.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
just stared at it and knew it was
I
better?
saw it was there. I never
was
get a
tons
plate
of
filled with
batter on
food.
it,
There was
though.
so much batter, and it looked like almost like a tempura batter.
What? On a pizza?
Yeah.
It was like they dipped this. It was a round
I'm both
pizza,
revolted
they
and
dipped
intrigued
it-
all at the same time.
I know, that's why I needed them to put it back in the buffet.
Why
again
didn't you
before
go
all
back
this-
and get it
I don't,
again?
because we started. That's when we met them outside and we started talking. And I
Oh, we
forgot
were
about
talking.
It.
That's why.
So I was gonna go back and
So
get it.
there's no scarcity. So that's what I mean. Like the ship is full, but there's always lounge chairs everywhere. Like there's always places to sit. We've never had to wait for a table to sit anywhere.
No. And even the pools, the hot tubs, all that. There's always been
There's
space
room.
I've seen
Yeah.
throughout the whole week so far. It's been fantastic.
No scarcity.
We had sushi last night too.
Yeah.
We had sushi, and it was like the sushi was good sushi, and it was inexpensive. Like you could do for $14.99, they bring you an appetizer, they bring you seaweed salad, something else, and then like 5 rolls, and then like for $14 you get 8 pieces of nigiri, and it was great. I really liked that. That was nice last night. It was right in the atrium too.
Have you talked about the 24-hour cafe?
Yes.
Yes.
Because I love
That's
that.
my favorite
I love it. It is. It's just
thing.
being able to go up there and grab something any time of day. It doesn't matter if you're. Because sometimes you don't want to call room service.
Right.
You're walking around. You just want to grab something.
And there's just different options there too. Like there's a lot to choose. You could have dinner there. Well, you really could have dinner.
The salami sandwich is so good.
Yeah.
Got that yesterday.
Not yet.
Pretzel roll salami. It's got cucumber on it, and just something about it all tastes really good.
Mary, we were out of Fort Lauderdale for this particular sailing.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll swing by the cafe, get myself a little buffet of
There you go.
items.
Were we
Michelle
going to go to
got-
the pizza place?
Yeah, but on the way back. Why is
He's a
one?
snack till he gets to the cafe.
Why are they mutually
Use the fuel to
exclusive?
get from here to there with the chicken nuggets. Got it.
Listen, I went to the gym today.
Did you work
Oh,
out?
you walked
I walked
in
right
the
through it.
gym.
I
Okay.
walked right through the gym, but technically, on paper, I went to the gym.
Did you scan anything to show you were there?
No.
Is there
Have
any
you-
proof of this?
But you're being
I have a
tracked.
video. I have
So,
a video.
true.
We can ask for the
Have you
tapes.
been to the spa?
I have not.
I
Michelle did.
You have? What do you think?
I loved it. I had the 100-minute like facial and like deep tissue massage, and it was fantastic because I have a bad back and I have all kinds of pulled muscles and stuff. I felt so much better when I left. I like 10 out of 10, maybe even 11. It was great.
Wow.
It's like final.
I went to the spa. It was beautiful. I'm just not a spa. We've been through this already.
And yeah, it's not only the spa. It took me back because somebody was talking about when they went in and had this wonderful shave and a haircut. And I remember on Disney when you went to the barber shop,
You were telling us about that.
It's not.
it was not his thing. It was definitely not his thing. But you were a
First of all-
trooper and you
first of all,
tried it.
He's like massaging my face, and you're like right there on stage, like everybody can see you, and like the drinks are.
I took video. It's great.
It's so weird.
It's YouTube Gold.
It's not.
But it just tells that that's something that you just don't enjoy, and some people don't enjoy that. So
Please
we'll give
do
you
me,
that.
once again, in case you showed up late, please go to my latest Instagram post or my personal Facebook profile. I have a very.
You were in a confession.
I was very confessing something. And maybe you can help me out because maybe I think I have issues. Listen, you know what? All of you can take turns. Like, what?
I've been nice. I didn't say anything.
I mean, you
We
are
all
kind of
love you.
putting
You can
it out
also
there.
tomorrow look for my post that says I'm looking for a new friend because this is what
We
I've been
still have to
given.
go to Japan, and then then we still have to go to that other place, and that other thing that we're about
Not
ready to announce.
anymore.
We're not
I'm
doing.
House of
gonna,
Mouse
I'm gonna find a new friend who's gonna go with me. I'm gonna buy a friend.
You're gonna buy a friend.
You know, in Japan you can rent a friend. Like you can like rent friends for the day.
No.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm seriously talking that. No, probably not. But cash
I
is
need
king,
somebody
baby.
to go shopping with me, or go to lunch and you can borrow somebody. Or
We're starting to get into territory we probably shouldn't be anywhere near.
Oh yeah, you don't want to get on that path. That's not good.
never mind.
Dude, I don't know where your minds were going. I just need a friend.
Oh
not
yeah,
to be mean
Amy,
to me.
the skee ball is inside the kids club for that age group.
There's also I found a secret arcade. It's a secret because I never saw it before. I found a secret arcade today.
Yeah.
By the casino, right?
There's a second one.
Oh, I didn't know there was.
There's an arcade by the casino.
And it smells like smoke.
The arcade is a casino.
That's the
The
word.
casino is an arcade.
It reminded me of when I was a kid and I go see my dad because he lived in Vegas and he'd send me down to the arcade at the casino while he was playing.
Same
It
kind of
was in Atlantic
concept.
City. My parents used to Atlantic
Yeah,
City.
same concept here, but it was one of those where you win the prizes. Almost all the
Yeah.
games were prize games.
You don't win
Yeah,
money
so-
in that arcade.
No, it's a scam.
There's not like video games in there. It's just like
Yeah.
claw games and.
Yeah, I think there was like one game that you could actually like sit and you drove.
Yeah, give me like a retro pinball game. Like
That would be cool.
That would be.
A retro gaming area for like the 80s.
Ms. Pac-Man, we'd never leave. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah,
Oh
like
my
Miss
gosh,
Pac-Man,
that was
Space
the
Invader,
best.
Centipede,
What's the one that I like?
Dragon's Lair.
what's the
Yes,
one that I like?
What the ball?
What's the one that I
was a
like?
little kid.
Morty, what's the thing that I like?
I was a little kid, and it had the spray of when you.
Tempest?
Yes,
Oh,
It's
Tempest.
really sad and
Thank
scary.
you.
Why did you hit me for helping you?
because you were right.
It was almost like
I
charade.
hate that.
which they had on the ship today.
We missed.
I missed charade. I would love to have seen.
I know, so would I. That would have been fun.
Some of the
You know
events
I
have been
fancy
interesting.
Not really, Jennifer. I haven't seen any
What?
yet craft beer options like a.
I'm not a beer guy. I'm
Yeah,
not the.
it's not
I'm not the
not
guy.
really.
You do like a dirty banana.
Context, please.
Quickly.
So there is a drink on the ship called a dirty banana.
And it's really good.
It's like a chocolate banana smoothie with rum.
It's got like rum and Kahlua, I want to say. It tastes like a smoothie, like chocolate banana smoothie. It's like dessert, but it does have alcohol, but you don't really taste the alcohol.
And they have a
And they have a non-alcohol, yeah, the chocolatini or something.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've had quite a few this week. They're really good.
Do we need to talk about that now?
Dirty bananas.
No, you had quite a few.
I mean, I don't
Sounds
think
so
you would
decent.
find that on a Princess cruise. You might find it on a Carnival. You'd definitely find it on a Royal.
What?
Laser tag.
Wow,
You're
laser
not-
tag.
You're not going to find that.
Does anybody remember Photon?
Yes.
Remember
I do.
Photon?
I do remember Photon. Because wasn't that the robot version of...
What?
Becky, remember when they rented electricity? It wasn't right after electricity. They had Photon, which was like a
Tesla's
laser
been
tag.
around.
It was like a laser
Sue,
tag.
Sue, what are you
game.
talking about? The dome area? I have no idea what you're talking about.
You haven't been to the dome?
Under the dome.
You haven't been to the dome here?
Yeah, that's the point.
You suck at this.
She does that to
That's
me all the
my point.
time. I try to do
Sue,
something.
there's
Okay, sure,
there's
there's
no
a dome.
dome area here. There is one on Icon.
There's a chocolate dome in the dessert area.
There are.
Aaron King remembers Photon. Aaron, I got your email. I know I owe you an email. I'm trying to get the email as quickly as possible. When's bedtime on a cruise? On this cruise, it's about 6:30. For most guests, it's about
I
6:30.
think last night you sent me a message. I replied at like 1 in the morning. You replied back, and then we were up.
Yeah, we're
I couldn't.
all still up.
I couldn't
like-
fall asleep. I could not fall asleep last night.
I was watching the Love Boat. Oh no, we did that the other night.
You made me start watching The Love Boat.
Did you
and
watch it?
Did you start watching it?
I'm watching the one with J.J. Walker today.
Yes.
And I know why.
I know Mike. He was an exterminator.
He was mixer, and they sell dirty magazines.
not on
in
this
the
one,
gift shop.
And then they just
In
read him at the
gift
pool.
shop.
They read him at the pool. He's looked
Or
at
in the
several-
doctor's office.
That's the wrong ship. So you're thinking of a different one.
They do not. By the way, they do not sell
No.
adult magazines. Scott checked. They do not sell adult magazines in the gift shop.
Why are you actually even addressing
Because
that?
in the first episode
Because in
of The Love Boat.
episode of Love Boat, it was totally stuff that would you've
It was
never
what,
seen.
1974?
Okay, trivia question. What's the name of the magazine?
Kitten.
Girl.
I told you I
She
watched
just
Who
it.
had
watched
this
it.
issue?
I just watched it.
You say I have every issue.
But the whole premise was that
I have
No,
a
the
great.
mom
Drew.
from Family Ties was trying to get the issue that she was in back.
They don't
I have
really
every
have one of those
The
either.
money.
That's what everybody says. That's how Lou got through the
My issues. Listen, my issues of Kitten magazine are graded. They're collectibles.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so you know what I thought was interesting about said Love Boat episode? How J.J. Walker was showing up at all the ports and visiting the ship. Like, you can't have...
Just walking on board.
You used to be able to do that.
You used to be able to do
In the
that.
70s and 80s, you could sign on to a ship. You could embark and disembark. at
That's how
different
Becky's
places.
family. That's how Becky got over here. She just walked onto the Mayflower, and next thing you know, she was here.
Flower. So seriously, though, you used to be able to just walk on a cruise
Yeah,
ship?
yeah. Well, you
To visit.
Yeah.
To visit.
And you could also
You
have
get visitor's passes.
A roommate.
companion, roommate.
Yes.
That you didn't know who they were.
they would
Yeah, I had
actually
no idea.
match you with. They would have singles thing, and they would match a single lady and a single lady to share staterooms.
It was Suzanne
Way back
Suzanne
It
Summers,
was Suzanne
which would not be the
Summers.
worst roommate. You know, as somebody who's traveling alone, it was Suzanne Summers would not be the worst roommate to have.
She's
I
still had a
don't
lot of
think
fun.
that you would get her as a roommate.
No, that's not how it was.
Unless you fill out your profile differently. Luis.
I was more of a Joyce DeWitt guy myself.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Things
Mrs.
we
Roper?
find out in non-Disney locations. Just
Joyce DeWitt, I think, would have been a better
my
conversationalist.
favorite thing you've said tonight.
Her eyeshadow was amazing.
All right. For $10, who played Mr. Roper?
I apologize profusely for
Oh.
this night.
Norman Fell.
Yeah.
Dude!
And he was in the original Ocean's 11.
Wow.
I know so much useless trivia, you have no idea.
Look at you pull that out.
80s music.
I pulled that out of the air, didn't I?
You did.
Do they have a kiss goodnight? I don't. I think the kiss goodnight happens at 6:30.
Probably.
Like,
Well, we don't know. There was probably a wedding that was happening.
there was a
tonight,
wedding that was happening downstairs.
They did a whole renewal.
but they don't
vow.
have any.
Oh, is that what it was? A vow renewal?
They did a whole vow renewal of everybody who wanted to do it on the main apron today at what was
I don't know.
that?
Deck 5.
Yeah.
But they were. We noticed it looked like they were sitting for a wedding, but it wasn't.
It was for anybody who signed up for it. You could-
Okay.
And then they have all the dancing. Have you guys watched the dancing?
We have.
The waltzing.
Yes.
Just full disclosure, it's not a dance party.
I stayed up there for 2 hours watching them last night.
We were
'Cause
betting.
they're so good. They're just good.
There was one guy who you'd see him pick a different woman every time a new song started.
The guy with not a lot of hair spinning around like they're top. I mean,
He
And
was.
he's in
He
a
was.
black shirt and a red tie tonight. And I was watching him all
So
day.
are those guys, are they paid to dance with people?
I'm
on
gonna
the-
say maybe.
That's what I was wondering.
I think they're
They
hired.
do that on Holland, where they bring on.
I think they're hired help.
It makes sense. Keeps the floor busy.
but I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
And it's the same guy every night. Like last night, we were watching for way too long. I mean, seriously.
We
But
killed
this
2 hours
guy
sitting
would go from lady to lady, and all the women would sit there and just wait, like, pick me. And depending on the tempo of the
What the heck
song,
kind of cruise am I on? What?
Well, you don't sit in the atrium on 5. They pick you.
you have to go watch them just once.
Oh, you should go help those ladies dance.
But he picks different ladies out of the crowd.
You
He
can tell.
could be. He might be one of the hired gentlemen.
It's
that-
called a
calling him Johnny
gigolo. The
from
word you're
Brooklyn.
looking for is
We were
gigolo.
calling him a gigolo too. And there's like
I'm
three
just a
Notice
gigolo.
that I didn't say that.
And everywhere I go, people know the song I'm playing.
He reminded me of Johnny from Dirty Dancing.
Thank
They
you,
really-
Stan.
they dance
You're
with
right.
the older
Pay for every dance, selling sweet romance. Ooh,
This was a Disney show.
there was a point. We did talk about Disney at some point.
However, your vampire impersonation has actually won the night, according
Wait.
to Stan.
You hear the word vampire, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Thank you. You don't think of whatever is Jojo Shabadoo from Twilight, whatever his name was, right?
I've never
They've
seen
never
Twilight.
seen it, so
Do a vampire impression.
Oh God, don't make me do
Bite your
it.
neck.
It's not what I even thought
I
of.
don't know who you're looking to share a room with, buddy. It's not gonna be me.
No salmon under your door tomorrow.
Just so you know, in this context, salmon under my door really means salmon under my door.
Okay,
It's not
so
some sort of weird
if you guys
euphemism.
ever wondered what like WDW Radio After Dark would be, this is what you're looking
And
at.
I apologize.
I need to buy
right
the
here.
domain that you can buy from.
You shouldn't have told us to come over here, Lou.
You invited us
You invited us.
2 days ago. You asked me to stop by.
Should we be concerned about 9 p.m. to midnight on this boat? No, I think most of the people are asleep by then.
Well,
by
a lot of
9
people are turning in around that time, or the lounges still have
dancing.
activity
Till,
and
like, 1 in the
dancing.
I do want to see. I want to go to Take 5 and see the jazz
Yeah.
trio.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Seen it yet.
Larry King Trio. Is it the name? I really no. I think it's Larry
No,
King
there's a
Trio.
Larry King Trio is like for real the name of the band.
That's not a joke at all.
Okay.
Bill from Schenectady, you're on the show.
Well, that was like at the show when they were like, "Welcome to the stage." Whoever, some random.
I didn't go to
guy.
that. I didn't
I
go to
did,
that.
and I know a lot of you have asked about the entertainment. There is a show that I want to see, the one about the video gamer. It's supposed to be happening. I don't know if it's tonight, tomorrow night. Tomorrow
I
night.
think it's tomorrow night.
But the shows have been more like a variety show with like a jukebox of songs. And one of the ones I saw was rock opera, and it had some great music. But there was not a show per se. It was just there was no storyline.
Did you say rock lobster, like my
No,
dancing
I
language
said
team from the other
rock
night?
opera,
B-52.
rock opera, not lobster.
Hey, we
You
can't get the
couldn't
$10
get
you owe Michelle.
Wait, there was a bet.
He said $10. Name the guy who played Mr. Roper.
I do. I owe you $10.
Because you didn't think I would know.
I did not think you would know. That was a
Why
good.
did you
That
say
was a
100?
good pull. That was a
I
really
know
good pull.
things. I don't know where they come from. It's just no.
You should have come to superhero trivia yesterday.
I wanted
Yeah.
to, but it was somebody's birthday and I couldn't.
Ask him the question. See if
Oh,
he knows it.
wait! It's her birthday.
Yesterday.
Yesterday,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't get. It's
But
all
she
the
had a
same.
cake in her room made of.
I had like a towel cake with like the candles was like wash rags. They made me a cake. It was,
It was
the
really kinda
It
cool.
was
really
the
cool.
nicest thing. It was really sweet. And I actually we left our room earlier, and our room guy, like, I thanked him for making me the towel cake because it was just such a nice touch. And he actually hand wrote me a note, "Happy birthday, Michelle," and he signed it, and it just was really sweet.
Yeah.
It was a great touch.
And you guys have had towel animals and stuff on your.
Yeah,
phone?
there's a heart in there tonight
Yeah.
for Valentine's
We had a
Day.
turtle on
I had a
the other
Ninja
day.
Turtle yesterday.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtle, yeah, and we had the big cake. So yeah, it's nice. Just little touches like that. And I'm easily amused, so like I thought it was
No
really
chocolate
nice.
on the pillows.
Okay, good, because Disney gives you the Dove chocolates.
Dear Deli or whatever.
Whatever they are. But yeah, towel cake. It was wonderful.
I will.
High in
Why
fiber.
don't you give me your medallion and I'll go put some chicken tenders on your pillow.
If you can find it, we haven't eaten dinner yet. So.
What?
No.
Oh, we should go have dinner with them because I
Second
feel
dinner.
bad.
Yeah, we haven't had second dinner.
Dinner.
Like this didn't. This was fine, but this was just sort of like a temporary.
You just need some cheese for
Oh, yeah.
You're getting a lot of like birthday love, by the way.
We got a lot of birthday.
Oh, thank you.
And by the way, if somebody could send me $10 so I can send it to Michelle, I would really appreciate it.
You underestimated me.
I
Lou.
did. So there was 20 questions. They were super simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the only one I got wrong was, what is the Green Arrow's real name?
Ooh,
Ooh, right.
yeah.
I know that.
I had no idea.
It's Oliver Wendell Holmes or something. Oliver
Oh.
Twist. Oliver. Something.
Oliver Twist.
I just put Tom because I didn't know.
Put Tom.
It's Tom.
You should put Lou Mangello.
Who brings a question about the stupid Green Arrow?
I didn't even know there was a green arrow.
Apparently, the trivia game makers at Princess Cruises.
Whatever.
They need to hire us to do this superhero stuff.
I don't think the crowd there was.
Oliver
Done.
what? Oliver, what was it?
Oliver. I don't care enough to even remember. It's Oliver.
Now I gotta look it up.
That's a Google for and find out.
What? Somebody said it before. The Green Arrow's real name,
Yeah,
and
he
the
did.
host was like
I
all
forgot.
over it. He's like, "Oh, Green Arrow's like the best TV show, the
Didn't
best."
even know it existed.
Oliver Queen.
Oliver
Queen. There we go.
Oh.
Thank you.
In other words, Hawkeye.
Yeah. But they all did. Marvel and DC. I mean, they both
That
did
was
that. So
Herbert.
going back and forth on
Yeah.
their own versions of different
They all have
characters.
their own.
I watched for a bit on WB. Yeah, I'm not a big DC guy. So, what do you think of the Deadpool trailer?
I liked it. I'm excited to see what comes of it. Seeing Hugh Jackman's shadow at the end of it there, you can see.
He's
it's just-
excited to see the whole Wolverine thing.
I am, and I love seeing him in the yellow suit.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be really good, and hopefully a lot of the humor that was in the first two Deadpool movies translates to the MCU now. So I'm excited to see it. I haven't been excited about a Marvel movie in a while.
We were
That's
just
true.
talking about that.
I'm excited about it.
Did you ever
He loves
see
Marvel.
The Wolverine? I just watched that the other day again.
Yes.
When he's in
Yeah.
Japan.
Oh, yes.
So the deleted end credit scene, if you watch it closely, at the end before he gets on the jet,
Okay.
the sister that he goes back with,
Yeah.
in the background she has it looks like a big briefcase, and in the deleted end credit scene, she gives it to him on the plane, and he opens it up and it's the yellow suit.
It's the suit, so
Yeah.
that's how they got it.
The other question, the tiebreaker question. Remember, how many hours?
Yeah, but I
the
don't think
Marvel
that's
movies?
accurate anymore. I think it's an old question.
I know at one point they said it was, gosh, it was 100. No, it had to be more than that.
The answer was 64.
It's got to be higher than
65.
that.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. I don't think that's
Because some of those movies are 3 hours, and there was there's 20. Are they?
Well, he knew Oliver Queen and you didn't, so.
I had-
because he wrote the questions.
He Googled, he cheated.
I don't even know if they used Google. I don't know if they had
Was it
Google.
when Avengers
I think they
Endgame
used
came
it.
out, they showed it out.
I think they were using an encyclopedia to write these questions.
I'm with you, Amy. I want Wanda back too.
They were using their
Wikipedia.
Microsoft Encarta disk.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Who remembers Encarta, right?
I don't remember that.
It was a free.
This
disc
is
you
what I
got
want to
at
do. I
every
need to do a
computer
retro
in the 90s.
podcast.
We've been saying that for a
know.
long time, and yes,
That would be
we should
fun.
because
Old
you have
school
all the
stuff
time. in
Because
the
I
world.
have all the time to do it.
Atari 2600.
Atari.
Oliver Queen, is a Playboy millionaire by day and the Green Arrow by night. Let me see. Who else is a Playboy millionaire by day?
Philanthropist, billionaire.
Yeah. I know Tony Stark. Golly gee.
I hope that they don't use this multiverse variant nonsense to start bringing back. Like, we'll all go crazy seeing them again, but I just don't want.
I don't
It's
want them to do that.
confusing when they
It's too
start
much.
bringing everything back that you thought was over.
Yeah.
And that's the fear we had since Multiverse of Madness, and you saw the Fantastic, or you saw Mr. Fantastic, and so of course everybody's like, oh, "That's what we want. We want John Krasinski to play,
John Krasinski,
yeah, to
yeah.
play Mr. Fantastic."
And he
but,
would be a
and-
better.
Yeah, but we don't know what's going to happen.
Look,
It's exciting, but it's also
They
scary.
they get one free pass, and that free pass is to be used to bring Haley Atwell back in any role that they like.
She's been for a what if.
I
prefer
love
the
What If.
non-animated.
I love what
I
if.
love What If. I think that it's underrated. It doesn't get enough attention that it should get because the alternate storytelling. I love it. I
It's
think
great.
that's-
I do. I like it a lot. I think it's just fantastic to watch all that. Just because it makes you think about that would
Well, what if?
Yeah, what if?
What
that
if?
really happened?
If you look really, I'm a total nerd. Sorry. If you look
Oh, Spider-Man
when he
too.
catches it, he has his hand like in a different shape, and like the brick is like because he caught something else, and then they swapped it out. What was it?
I don't know.
$10.
I don't.
$1,000.
I honestly
$400 million.
It was your
Let me
head.
Google it.
Yeah, perform mine.
Wait,
Give me
hold
5
on a
minutes.
minute.
He won't let me Google anything.
Give me 5 minutes. I'm about to own Lou Mangelo's.
It was a snow globe. It was originally he caught a snow globe of Manhattan,
Okay.
and they
really?
yeah, and they
And
changed it out to make it a brick.
Why?
I wonder why.
Oh, if
that's
you don't
a-
know, I'm not going to explain it.
It seems more entertaining than a brick.
A brick.
It does. Gives
Although-
a story.
Although a snow globe might have also broken it as it went through the window.
Unless it was
Physics.
like made of super hard glass.
Those are pretty strong.
Whatever.
Like the glass you're walking on over there that goes straight down to the ocean if it breaks.
Did it freak you out?
Oh,
Did
that
it
freaked
It
me
did
out.
me.
Did you not walk on it?
Oh, I did, but it freaks me out still.
And I walked faster because it was like. It
Because
was
that's
a
going to
lot.
stop you from cracking.
Well, it made me feel better to walk faster.
You died.
Jennifer, what I did at Grand Turk was stay in my room and finish today's show. I did not get off. You guys were off today?
Yes.
Yes.
How was it?
Turk was
It was my
fantastic.
favorite thing of the week.
Dang it!
It was so good.
It was amazing. The island over there is beautiful. We went to Margaritaville, which I didn't know you could actually swim at the restaurant, Margaritaville. They have pools at Margaritaville's restaurant.
Yeah, so like you know how some of the ports like you get off and you have to like drive somewhere.
It's
or
right
whatever.
there.
Like everything, the beaches are there, the shops are there. They have a Margaritaville restaurant that has a pool and cabanas. So in a band and a DJ, the whole thing. We spent most of our time at Margaritaville, and then we went to some of the gift shops and everything. It was probably one of my favorite days. It was great.
It's a beautiful island,
It's
and it's
gorgeous.
so easy
The
to
water
walk
is so beautiful.
off the ship and
You
enjoy
can see
it.
right down. I mean, it's just gorgeous. I'm really
Crystal
glad
clear.
that we did. I didn't want to get back on the ship. That's how wonderful.
I
it
know we
was.
saw Matt. and
I had
Jackie,
to
and they
put
saw
today's
humpback whales.
archive episode out
Yeah, they went to
because
the,
it was Valentine's Day and it was a
Justin saw
romantic
one,
episode.
Not
whatever.
on the tour, but he said he saw it.
out and playing around on that side
Jennifer
of the ship.
snorkeled with the sea turtles.
That would be
Dang it!
Florkins. Yes.
I wanted to see a whale or something.
They were
I
off.
didn't-
So when I was
I did get
sitting
involved.
here having my second dinner of the night, one of the servers came over and he's like, "Look, you see the whales?" I'm like, "What are you drinking, buddy?" I'm like, "This is down an Alaska cruise." He's like, "No," and you can see like the tops. He's like, "Yeah, there's whales."
I would
Oh,
have
that
loved
was-
to have seen that. I get all excited about stuff. We were on a Disney cruise a couple of years ago, and we were leaving Castaway, and there was this huge sea turtle in the water, and I only got to see him for a couple of seconds, but I was so
But you got
giddy
to see
about
him.
that. So then the rest of the time, I kept looking in the water to see if I could find another turtle.
Had common sense.
But I would have loved to see the whales. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a
There's
whale
tons of
watching
wild donkeys.
That
excursion.
would be fun.
Let's wait. We need to go to Alaska.
I
for
can't
that.
believe I went to. I didn't get off.
It was seriously
Yeah, this
beautiful.
is-
I told him when
You
we
were too
getting
busy in the
back
spa.
on.
I was not.
In the gym.
Did you go sit in those chairs like you were going
I
to?
did. I had to get the show done first, and then I had to take a call, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to try the whole spa thing.
Yeah.
It didn't take. It just doesn't.
Didn't work. And it was actually.
I'm broken.
And I was talking to, so we were sitting in the pool, and this group came over by us, and I assumed they were on our ship because of age. And they weren't. They were on the Carnival ship, but they were talking about that this port and then the one we're going to tomorrow are their favorite two ports of any
favorites,
cruises.
yeah.
So
Get off tomorrow. Definitely get off
Yeah?
tomorrow.
Oh.
yeah, they said those are their favorite. They said they've done the cruise 3 times on Carnival to do those ports
Yeah.
because they just like them that
It's
much.
really
Tomorrow's what?
popular.
Amber.
Amber,
Yes.
Cool.
Dominican Republic.
What is in Amber Cove to see?
Well, it's the same type of thing.
Same type of
Beaches
thing,
and
beach.
gorgeous water.
You don't have to go too far to see things?
and-
Okay.
good enough.
Yeah, you should. I'm glad we did
Take a
today.
day off and don't work.
It's hard.
It's very hard.
It's hard.
You know, it's more things. So like,
You've been working this week too. You hush.
I do an expo once a year.
all right. Tomorrow I will. So if I'm going to get off tomorrow, that means I need to plan appropriately tonight. What time is it? Is it 10:30? Well, it's 11:30.
Yeah,
No, is it
10:29 right now.
10:29 here?
Yes.
Yes.
That's boat time.
Which means it's
So
9:29
Eastern.
there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it means I should probably
9:30.
eat something tonight, so I'm ready for
10:30.
breakfast tomorrow.
Well, you can just get some stuff at the 24-hour.
I think that's where I'm gonna go.
Room.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go down there.
Yeah,
I think that's what we're gonna do.
now.
I think we're gonna go get some food and get ready for tomorrow. thank you for being here. Thank you for just showing up and being mean to me.
Thank you for letting us be mean.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
MainStreetMouse.com.
The
TheMainStreetMouse.com. Don't go to MainStreetMouse.com.
We don't know them.
It is very different.
Who owns that domain? And you sell it.
Oh, he owns something that he should be giving me for Christmas for the last 17
Christmas.
years.
Whatever. TheMainStreetMouse.com and House of Mouse Expo. If you're in the area, go. Even if you're not in the area, come to Disney World and go. It is a
Becky's
lot
people
of
that will
fun.
be down here.
Talk to Becky's people. Becky has people.
Becky has people.
In
Becky's
there
got-
too, like
she's
Sue
got
is
people.
in there, and
And then yes, go to mousefantravel.com for all your vacation planning needs.
or
Or
MEI-travel.com for
or
any
blah,
of your
blah, blah, blah.
non-Disney needs.
Wherever you want to go.
So helpful, isn't it?
Right.
Thank you for being my favorites. I just wanted to say
And now that's on video. I'm going to save that part of this video.
And you wonder why. You wonder why.
Oh, are we still live? You said.
Becky, trying to get rid of it.
Wow. I love you. I appreciate you.
I love you too.
I love you too. Whatever. Thank you for putting up with whatever this was tonight, and I will see you guys again soon. Love you. I appreciate you. Happy Valentine's Day, Galentine's Day, Palentine's Day.
Galentine's Day? Is it like Galentine's?
You never heard of that? How old are you? Whatever. You're my pal, and so happy Valentine. Oh.
Wow, that was a doozy.
What goes on behind the camera? For me to know and nobody to find out. Love you. See ya. Thanks.